I really don't like it when students make mistakes. Avada Crucio! Maybe I'm not saying it right. Crucio! Wait a second. Oh, I'm not a wizard. This is a conductor's baton. Never mind, you can make mistakes. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Hedwig's Theme, the very famous song from Harry Potter. I'm going to screen share what we're going to be working on. This is somewhere hidden in the Chamber of Secrets. I mean, the Exact Notes course. It's not actually hidden. You can just search for it. Yes, okay, scratch that. A lot of that's wrong. These are the notes we're going to be starting with. We're going to be using B, E, can you hear it already like that? Isn't it exciting? G, and then we're gonna need A and B, and also two of these black keys. Look, we're gonna have to come up to F sharp, and we're gonna use probably D sharp. Those are the magic notes that help us play Hedwig's theme. So I'm gonna bring this down on the piano here, okay? Let's try it from the beginning, a measure at a time. This is a pickup to measure number 1. So we would say 1, 2, 3, and that's where the song starts, right there. So let's try that together. Ready? We have to play one note so far. 1, 2, 3. Okay, good start. Now, here's where it gets a little more exciting. This E is worth 1.5 beats, so it's got the tiny arrow right there. And then the G is small because that's the other half of the beat. A half plus a half makes a whole beat, and that's that whole space right there. So we're gonna go 1 and 2 and. Nah, but you know the song pretty well, so we really won't do too much counting. I just wanted to show you what's up with the little arrow and the small note. So from the beginning, 1, 2, B, E, G, F sharp is coming up to this beat. All right, we're not gonna hold it that long, but you get the idea. And then the next E is 2 beats. 1, 2. And that gives you a little bit of time to get up to this B. Yeah. Good. 1, 2, 3. And then F sharp, 2, 3. And that's a nice little idea. Let's try that much from the beginning, and then we'll go to the next part. 1, 2. Don't worry if you can't play along. G, F sharp, 2, 4, 2, 3, F sharp, 2, 3. All right, ready to go to the next part? All right, we're going to scroll down. This is going to kind of conclude that idea, starting on E, G, F sharp, D sharp, F, B, 2, 3, rest, rest. So 2 beats of rest, and that's kind of the missing 2 beats that we had at the very beginning here, and that's going to lead us into the next part of the song, right? All right. See how much easier these kind of songs are to read when it's written in plain English? That's what Exact Notes does. All right, let's go to the next part. This has a few new things on this page, so let's take a look at the keys we'll be using first. A, and this is middle C, by the way, so we are just 2 keys over from middle C. This is also called A3. On a full 88 key keyboard, this is the 3rd A you'd have. The very first note is A, then up 8 from there is another A, and then up another 8 is A. 3. Oh, by the way, before I started this lesson, I thought, I don't know what I like better, the delicate bells or the cello, the delicate bells or the cello. So I put them together, delicate bell with cello. Kind of a nice little blend of percussive and sustained tones. Okay, so there's A. We're also going to use A sharp. Right there, see that? And we're going to use B. We're going to skip C and D and go up to E4, F4, F sharp 4, G, and then A flat. Look at that. So this would be A, but we're going to go down to the black key. And look at, doesn't it look kind of like a down arrow? I'm going to draw this for you. I'd like to show you where the sharps and the flats come from. I know for many of us, this is the first time we are learning this kind of stuff. These symbols have been around in music. This is my theory. I don't think I can prove this, but this is my theory on what these symbols come from. Take a look. If we were to draw a down arrow, we might go like that. And that would be telling us to go to a lower note on the keyboard. As choir teachers will represent higher as up here and lower as down here. So they're saying go down. This is the down arrow. And if we just curve this in a little bit, we have a pretty nice flat if we don't have that first piece. There we go. My handwriting is not actually much. I was going to say my handwriting's better than this, but it's not actually. So there we go. There's the flat symbol, kind of like a down arrow. Now let's take a look at the sharp symbol. It is not a tic-tac-toe, but if it was, I would win because you would go here, and then I would go here, and then you would go here, and then I would go here, and then you would go here, and then, oh no, you beat me already, jeez. Okay, just kidding. The sharp symbol is not a tic-tac-toe like this because it is a little bit different. This one is lower than that one. It's slanting up. See, it's saying go up, and then it's not flat or horizontal here. They also slant up as if to say, go up to one of these keys up here. Go up there, right here. See what we're doing there? Okay, anyway, I'll get off of that topic right now. But that's what we have here. A flat, hopefully you can remember that that's telling us to go down like a choir teacher. And then A sharp is telling you to go up from A. I love that this song has both A flat and A sharp. I get way too excited about things like that. Okay, here we go. Nevertheless, let's play the A flat again. Then the A sharp again. Let me bring back my keyboard so you can see it. And then here's B, C, and then D. And look at, we skipped D flat. Very nice. Okay, let's go back to the song now. Here we are. And remember, we had our 2 beats of rest that were up here. 1, 2, B, E, G, F sharp, E. And then higher B, D, D, D flat, C. It'd be nicer if you could see the keyboard. Let's do that one more time. 1, 2. B, E, G, F sharp, E, 2. B, D, D flat, C. That'd be a great note to fermata on, which would be just to hold it for as long as either the conductor says or as long as you like. But we're going to keep going to A flat, C. Now B natural, not a B flat anymore. And that was B, and then A sharp. Now A sharp down here. And then E, 2, 3, 4, 5. Done. Don't make any wrong notes, or I will use my baton to conduct the time very carefully, because that's about all a baton is good for. Thank you for watching the lesson. Let me know how you liked it. Give yourself a round of applause, and stay away from witches and wizards. Goodbye.